Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a try-on wear test of the new Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy foundation. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I love the original. When I used to do full coverage face-offs, the original beat out so many foundations time after time for, longevity and just looking beautiful by the end of the day. So when this came out, I knew I needed to try it, but I'm going to give you a disclaimer. Today is not the first time I'm trying it. I did film this video already and it was a hot mess, so I had to refilm it today. My lights were super blown out. When I went to edit, I couldn't see detail. The footage just didn't come out right. Not to mention the fact my experience with the foundation was not stellar. So the whole video was just a mess. So I'm doing it again today, starting off from scratch, starting out fresh. This is the makeup look. I'm going to be applying it. I'm going to be telling you kind of what went wrong the last time, what I'm looking for this time. We're gonna wear it, and then at the end of the day, I'm gonna check in with you guys and see how it did. So if you guys wanna see me apply this foundation, hear my thoughts, watch me wear it, and see how I rate it at the end of the day, then keep on watching. Okay, you guys, so I hope that you can see what's going on here. The last time I filmed this, do I have glitter on this? I can't tell. The last time I filmed this, it was like super blown out, and when I went to edit, I was like, I can't even see what the hell's going on. So I'm trying to lower the lights, so I hope that this is a little better. I don't know. We're gonna find out. I seriously hope so, because I do not want to film this a third time. I'm over it. Today we're going to be not really testing out, because at this point I've already tested it out, but we're going to be trying on the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy. I already know I don't like this. I'm just going to tell you. I already know I don't like it, but we're going to talk about why, and I'm going to show you why I don't like it as we go. First thing is, in the last video, I did apply this with my Tati Beauty Blendiful, okay? I did not like it with that. I kind of think that maybe the thing with this Blendiful is similar to that of like using a beauty blender or a brush with a foundation. Like, maybe not every foundation looks better with this. Maybe some foundations actually do look better with a sponge. Because when I applied it with this, to say it was cakey and a disgusting mess would be an understatement. I did do 2 layers on one side and 1 layer on the other, and the 2 layers was cakey AF. I would not do 2 layers of this. No. I then tried it off camera with a sponge, and I did like it much better. However, this foundation does not last very long on the skin. So I'm going to read to you the claims. It says that it's weightless, nourishing, delivers a natural all-day wear. I did not find it to be all day. Silky and creamy. Easily buildable. I didn't find it to be buildable. It was very cakey when I built it. Normal to dry, moisturizing formula, blurs imperfections, minimizes pores. You know, I really honestly, I think I like the original, because I love the original better than this. I'm thinking about doing a face-off with one on one side, one on the other. Let me know if you'd want to see that. I know I'm kind of ruining it for you. I'm sorry, but we're going to get into it, and I'm going to show you everything. So that's what we're going to do today. So just like the original, oh, by the way, my shade is soft beige. Just like the original, it does have that little spatula applicator. And I did prime my skin with a moisturizing primer. I tried this with the All-Nighter, with the Urban Decay All-Nighter primer. That didn't go well. So basically, this doesn't work well in all scenarios. It's one of those like finicky products where if you put it in the wrong set of circumstances, it's going to do you dirty. That's what I've found anyway. So I'm just going to spread it. So sloppy. I'm going to spread it all over my face, and I'm going to go in with my Dose of Color sponge. What the hell was that? And I'm just going to blend it in. I did just apply self-tanner. So there's that. So my body's probably going to be a little bit darker than this foundation is at this point. Because when I got it, I did not just self-tan. I haven't done my brows. I did my eye shadow and that's like it. I just brushed my brows up, but it's fine. Because I always get product. Every time I apply foundation, I get it in my brows. So I could never do my brows first. I don't know how people do that. I'm too sloppy. So, okay. Oh, and did I tell you the primer? The primer I used was the Good Molecule silicone-free priming moisturizer, and then I used the e.l.f. poreless putty. So it's not all the way blended. It does blend out pretty easily and pretty quickly. It does cake a little around the nose. That does get to be a little tricky to blend out. But it does blend out really nicely. And initially, it looks great. So you can see this side of my face. You can still see some redness peeking through. It's definitely a medium coverage compared to this side of my face. You can kind of see, it covers some, but you can see right there, like, a little rosy cheek action that I've got going on. But it does, like, for the most part, even the skin tone. It looks beautiful on. It's got a little bit of a skin-like finish. Not overly dewy. Like, I don't feel like if you, I don't know. I didn't have any issues with the dewiness, and I typically don't go for too dewy of a finish, even though I do lean dry these days. I don't know. Like, dewy doesn't tend to be long wear because it's dewy. So there's that. And I personally like a long wear foundation, so I don't want something that's going to be so slick it slides off my face later, you know? Like, I want my foundations to be long wear. This says all day, but the last time I filmed this, I actually went to check in, and like an hour later, it was so bad I took it off. I was like, I have to go out. I can't go out like this. Like, literally. It was like not a good situation. I really wish that that footage wasn't so blown out so that I could have kept that video, because doing it in the moment is always like more authentic, you know what I mean? That's why I'm just like keeping it real and telling you guys like I don't like this, but who knows, it's a new day. You never know. So yeah. So that is what it looks like on my entire face. Like I said, when I did build it up, it did not look good at all. It was very cakey. And it didn't add extra coverage. Like, I could still see through it. I could still see the redness. The side with the one layer was so much better and smooth and, like, nice that it didn't make it worth it to put a second layer and risk the cakiness. So I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to leave it just like it is. So I'm going to get up close so that you guys can kind of see. Don't mind the foundation in my brows. So that you can see, hopefully you can see the finish. It does cake a little around the nose. Like, I don't know why I have such a tough time blending that. And right here too, I don't know if you can see, but it gets all caught up. Yeah, it's just not easy. Like, the original is so good. This one, I don't know. All right, I'm going to put on the rest of my makeup, and then we'll be right back, and I'll show you what it looks like. And then, of course, I'm going to show you what it looks like at the end of the day and give you my final thoughts. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll surprise us today. We'll see. I'll be right back. All right, you guys, so this is the final look. I do have a special guest. How's the eyes? He was having an eye issue yesterday. I posted about it on my Insta stories. His eye was like really bothering him. and he couldn't keep it open, and we went to the vet's. And I waited there for 2 hours and did not see the vet, but he seems to be much better today, so I think he just scratched his eye. But he's better now. He's better now. No, no licking my lipstick. My baby. Oh, all right, I gotta work now. Come on. All right, so this is the finished look. Just a recap of the products that I actually... My hair is so bad. I'm sorry. Whatever. I need to wash it. The products that I used, the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue Concealer, the Urban Decay Ultimate Brush Off Powder, Fenty Bronzer, Rimmel blush is the Rimmel Maxi Blush in Third Base. My lip liner, my lip combo is the lip combo that I've been using, the L'Oreal Color Riche Matte Lip Liner in Mastermind, and the Lancome Color Design Lipstick in Natural Beauty. Highlight is Pixie Layers Highlight Palette. Eyeshadows are the Tati Beauty Textured Neutrals Volume 1. Brows are Benefit. Mascaras Lancome Hypnose Drama. Did I cover everything? I think so. Okay, so everything looks good. And this is what happened before. Like, everything looks good at first when you first put it on. Looks nice. I do have some product cakiness right here. Very subtle. But it's there. I can see it. Things aren't blended out as well as I would like around the nose. I mean, it looks fine. Do I think it looks better than the original? No, I don't. And I don't see like a formula difference in the sense of like, oh yeah, the Dewy is like much more dewy or much more luminous or much more like fill in the blank. It's not much more anything than the original, except it's much more cakey and deteriorates much faster, and I don't know. Like, it just, I don't like it, you guys. I don't think I like it. It's fine. As it is right now, it's fine. If this is how it was going to sit for the rest of the day, I wouldn't be mad at this. But the times that I've worn it, and I've worn it now, what, twice, 3 times? Within an hour of wearing it, it falls to shit. Like, not even like 8 hours. Like, within an hour, it looks so bad. So I'm going to see how we do for today, and I'm going to check back in with you guys and show you. Let me get closer up. Baby. He's like laying in my arms like a little baby. Ugh. I want to get closer to the camera so that you guys can see. I hope, the closer I get, the closer to my ring light I get, so it's going to light up my face more. Let me see if I can turn this light down even further. Yeah, so that you guys can see. Can you see that? Hopefully. I don't know if you can see the nose and the cakiness I got going on around there. And right there too, a little bit. I mean, it's okay. It's not the worst thing. It's not the best thing in terms of like first application and like how it looks with all my products. But an hour and falling to shit is like the worst possible case scenario. So I guess we'll see if it does that again today. But all the products that I used, aside from the very first time when I used the all-nighter primer, all the products are the same. I mean, I use pretty much all my Ride or Die products every day. The Dose of Colors Concealer, Fenty Bronzer, blushes change from time to time. The Ultimate Brush Off Powder from Urban Decay, like none of that has changed at all. And P.S., even with the all-nighter setting spray, it still fell apart. So I don't know. We're going to see what it does today on camera so that you guys can see it. I don't think my makeup looks bad right now. I'm going to give it a chance. Let's hope. Let's pray. We'll see. So I will check in with you guys a little later. I have a bunch of stuff to do right now, so I will see you guys in a bit. Hi. How's it going? It is almost 10 o'clock. It is 9:49 p.m. I realized I don't know if I time-stamped earlier, but it was 3 o'clock. And I know this because I went out to do errands and I was like, man, it's like 3 o'clock. But this foundation's not going to last like a 12-hour wear test. I mean, we already know this. So it was 7 hours. And I can tell you it's a hot mess, as suspected. So there's so much cake around there. There's so much cake around here. Separation, so much separation, so much caking. It's all like worn off on my chin. My forehead looks pretty good still, but like the center of my face is just like completely fallen to shit. Let me get a little bit closer. See if you can see what I'm talking about. Like, I mean, that was happening earlier. So, like, not surprising. Oh, here, let me turn this down. There we go. All right. So, can you see this caking right here? Like, look at this. And all in here, too. I mean, I can't. It's all cakey here. The only thing that looks good is, like, that looks passable is my forehead. So, you know, the other thing that I don't think I mentioned was that my skin leans dry. And, so what other person is going to want a dewy foundation? I mean, if you're oily, you're definitely not going to want a dewy foundation, right? So, I have to say this is a hard pass. I think stick to the original formula. I don't know why I'm trying to do something with my hair, but it's like not. I'm going to bed right now anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Bumps and all. I mean, do we care? Do we really care? We don't care. So I just feel like the only people who are going to want a dewy foundation are those of you who have normal to dry skin. That's pretty much what I have, and this just like melted off my face. So my recommendation is to stick with the original Photo Focus. I love that one. I still think it's tried and true. I mean, we could do a wear test side by side, but I mean, this one's gonna fall off my face and the other one isn't. I already know that. So, you know, that's 3 times with this one, and the same exact thing happened all 3 times. I think it's safe to say this is a hard pass for me. It just didn't work for me. If you guys have tried this and it worked for you, I'd love to hear about it, what products you used with it, how you applied it, you know, all that. I have not watched anyone else's review, but I am gonna now. I didn't before because I just kind of wanted to see for myself like what my thoughts were, and I don't like it. I don't like it. So that is it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell so you never miss when I upload a video. You can follow me on social. My handle's @GLAMLATTE. And don't forget the Glam Latte Beauty Podcast is on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, CastBox, and iHeartRadio. All those details are in the description box down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.
I just wanna hold you.